Hey, it's David Breeze Flippers back in my office. It's early on a Tuesday. It's raining outside. Can't really do whole much today. Couldn't go bike riding this morning. So I thought, well, pull orders and get this done. And maybe I'll shoot a quick video and just say, hey, what's up? And maybe tell you a little bit about our auction tonight and see if I can entice someone to join. So let's get into it.
Find it, flip it, ship it, wear Breeze Flippers. Keep it moving. Find it, flip it, ship it, repeat.
Well, like I said, it's been kind of a crappy day out today. So we got rain all week, so it's going to mess with my riding in the morning workout schedule. So maybe I'll do something else. But I did have a few sales today and then one yesterday. So I thought maybe I'd cover that today and talk a little bit about that. Maybe talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing in the auctions this week and kind of show you what's going on. And I'm hoping that the week in eBay is as good as we had last week, so or better. Actually, we hope for better every week. So if we can do 1% better or 2% better every week, I think we're doing pretty well. So the numbers are actually starting to trend forward now. So we're actually ahead of where we were last year, which is a good thing. So first of all, I did sell a comic yesterday, and comics have become kind of like my bread and butter. We do sell enough of them during the week. We sell enough graded ones, which I'm going to be sending off some more for grading here pretty soon. So, be on the lookout for those if you guys are looking for some good graded comics. I'll have a bunch of different ones and variations. So I'm probably going to send off about 50 in the new CGC bulk program, and we'll see how they come back. So first of all, I did sell an Amazing Spider-Man number 297 from 1988. It's in VF. I put it as VF minus. To be honest with you, I think I undersold that. I think it was probably closer to VF near mint. When I started looking at it going, I probably really aimed low on that one, but it was in really, really good shape. But it's Spider-Man versus Dr. Octopus battle on Marvel. And I'll pop it up on the screen, but it did sell for $12.82, and I'll go out with free shipping. I am going to reevaluate some of the free shipping stuff that I'm doing. As far as, it's kind of hard because on comics, I add the price in, but if that comic is only an $8 comic, people aren't really willing to pay $5.99 for shipping. And that's really what it costs to ship. I mean, actually, it probably technically can cost a little bit more. If a single comic will go about 8 ounces, you can ship it for just under $5. But it's $1 and maybe 5 cents for the Gemini mailer. So, time you add everything in there and the filler and all that, it's maybe closer to $1.50. So I got to rethink this because when I shipped everything out on Sunday, I noticed that I had it was probably a shortfall on our shipping because I had a lot of items that were going to Washington, California, and even with the free shipping, it just drove the price down. So I still made a profit, but I definitely am losing profit. That is something that I've really got to review and take a look at and try to come up with a better solution because honestly, free shipping is great. I think it does help. I feel like if I need to go do some analysis and see how many items have sold on free shipping compared to how many items don't. Like all my hats are $4.99 shipping. I've never really had an issue with that, and they seem to sell on a regular basis. The games, they all have paid shipping anywhere from $4.99 to $7.99 depending on how much they weigh. But the comics, that's another one. That's a tough one. And I see a lot of people out there that charge for shipping. So maybe I need to just go to a flat $5.99 rate and just, if it's a cheaper comic, make it a cheaper comic and then try to factor that in. I don't know. I'll have to look at it and play with it, but it is something. I'd be very curious. Leave a comment. If you guys are selling comics or if you're selling something along that line, tell me how you do your free shipping, because free shipping is new for me. I just started it this year. Not all of my items are free shipping. For the most part, I use single rate. So I use a flat rate shipping, and I basically base it on the size of the box or the weight of the box and try to estimate it in there. But that's worked really well for me because it's a set price. But I think it works better because somebody in California will go, oh, it's only going to charge $5.99 to ship it to me, but it costs me $6.99 to ship it. So that's usually where I run into problems. But I'm going to go through my listings. There's a lot of them to go through, but I'm going to probably go through a bunch of them and just take a real hard look at it and say, okay, is it under 8 ounces? What's it going to cost? If it's under 8 ounces, typically it's under $5 to ship almost anywhere. If it's over 8 ounces, like to a pound, then it can cost a little bit more. So anyway, I'd be curious to see what you guys do. So tell me, okay? All right, next thing we sold. We did sell some more games, actually. So this one is going to go out. These are the Halo games. So I think it's Halo 3, 4, and Reach and Halo Anniversary Combat Level. So all of these are in great shape. They are Xbox 360 games. They sold for $19.99, and I will get $6.99 shipping. $6.99 should cover it. I don't know. We'll see. It's it's kind of a crapshoot with the flat rate. It's going to Michigan, so it's going to be pretty close. It's not going to be bad, so I think we're going to do all right. All right, next thing I sold is another comic. And yeah, like I said, we're doing pretty good with comics. They're kind of our bread and butter. But this one is the Jungle Action number 5, 1973 Marvel, starring the first solo Black Panther reader. So this is definitely a reader. It's a low grade, guys. It has some chipping and some foxing, and I mean, it's got a lot of stuff going on with it. Nothing missing, and I will say the color is really good, though. If you look at the color, that's a pretty vibrant color. It's a cool cover on this, too. So anyway, they are, this one is a 20-cent comic, so it's number 5. And it did sell for $22, and it does have free shipping on it, of course. So that is, it's probably a pretty good price for this, because I think if this thing was like closer to higher grade, I want to say I thought I saw this as being maybe a couple $100s. I can't remember, but it is the first appearance, so it is a key, which is cool. So pretty awesome on that. All right, let's see what else we got. Well, last but not least, these are not bread and butter, but I am trying like crazy to sell them all off. It's another men's magazine, and it is the May 2000, and you got Hef's twin girlfriends on there. All right, anyway, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I guess they're twins. Yeah, they're twins. Anyway, it's got an interview with Pete Rose, though. That ought to probably be pretty good, to be honest with you, because he's no longer around. So if you read it for the articles, great. If not, totally understand that too. But definitely, if you're looking for those books and you need some, please go to my store, because right now they're on sale for $3.03 each, $7.99 shipping, and $2.50 for each additional one that you pick up. So that, honestly, that's not a bad deal. So if you definitely like, looking for those, go to my store, pick those up, and I will make a deal. You can use Breeze Flippers as 5% off, and that's not bad at all. So you can get all you want. I need the space, guys. I've got to get these sold. So I'm going to maybe switch it up at the end of this month and do a little bit different sale. This one's going to run through the end of the month. I may even discount them further. We'll see. If you want to buy a whole bunch of books, I'll definitely make you a screaming deal on it. So that's what's going out so far. $75.52, 4 sales. The sales have really picked up at the end of the week and on the weekend. So I'm kind of hopeful that that's what's going to happen again this week. I mean, last week started out really slow. Again, the store was on vacation mode. It seems like what's on vacation mode is good. But I guess, too, you think about it, all the sales are kind of spread out over the week. So even when you're on vacation mode, it seems like you got a lot of sales because you come back and you got to ship everything. So 14, 15, whatever sales we had on Sunday. Actually, I think it ended up being 16 because 2 more sales came in that sold over that Sunday night, which is great too. So so last week ended up being a very, very good week. I even sold a bobblehead. I'll have to look and see what it was, though. I'll tell you what it was. I sold a bobblehead. It was the Anthony Rizzo Star Wars Knight Mandalorian bobblehead. I'll pop that up on the screen too. But yeah, so that actually sold, and that was kind of cool. So I think I picked that up. You know what? I actually picked that up on Dibdit. There you go, Dibdit. Dibdit.com. Use Breeze Flips, get $5 off your first $10 purchase. I didn't pay much for it. I did not pay very much for it at all. It shows like $3. So anyway, so I probably bought it with a whole bunch of other stuff. So you kind of pay, the way it works on Dibdit is you get, most of the time, most people are doing it, progressive shipping. You might pay $5.99, $6.99 for the first item. And then after that, it's a reduced rate. Sometimes $1, $1.50. I do comics. It's $5.99 for the first comic, and then $1 for each comic after that, which it sounds a little more expensive. Sometimes I'll reduce it to 75 cents, but I have seen that 75 cents like sometimes come up a little short. At $1, I just about hit even because they do add weight. When you add a bag and board to something, it's a little bit heavier. So anyway, but yeah, come out here tonight. We're going to actually do an auction. I'll show you real quick. This is kind of what we got going on. And I want to show you all of these comics because it's insane. Let's see here. So this is kind of what's got set up for tonight, and I got all this ready to go. And I just have some great comics coming up. I picked up a whole bunch this weekend of new Spider-Man. So we just got some classic ones in here. Definitely some very cool ones. So those are going to be going out tonight. Got all kinds of Web of Spider-Man. Got some modern Spider-Man. There's a lot of stuff. Picked up some new Batman. Those are cool. And they'll be kind of fun. So I don't know. Everybody has a different, what they like. A little bit of Secret Wars 2, 2099. I got some new Deadpool. I definitely got some cool Lady Death stuff coming out. So got some nice new ones. So anyway, anybody's looking for that. This is how many comics I have, guys, that are on the sale rack. So this is what's going on. I've got a ton. That's Ozzy. And that's Missy. She just gave me the side eye. It's like, what are you doing? Anyway, but yeah, guys, all these comics you see in the back are either on eBay or they're not. They're probably going to get graded, or they're part of my personal collection. So, and some of my personal collection is going to get graded. I did get something really cool though. These are Lady Death Pogs. Those are pretty cool. So anyway, it's going to be fun tonight, 7 p.m. Central Time. I may be running with a friend of mine, Wes, from the Finders Flippers Resell podcast. His name's Slim Flippers. So if you get a chance to go check that channel out, I'm sometimes an occasional guest host on there. And I was on a few weeks ago. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. So if you get a chance, go out there and check them out. Finders Flippers Resell podcast. That's not a lot to going on today, guys. But, I thought I'd get on here and say, hey, I like talking. So I like talking to somebody. If you haven't had a chance yet to like and subscribe, please do so. We're going to work hard to get to 1,000. We hit 1,000, we're going to do some giveaways. I've got some books that I want to give away, some of the comic books that I've been using as far as the how to learn how to grade comics and different things. So I'm going to give those away. I'm going to, try to build this channel up and help as many people as I can. And, it kind of helps me too, because it's kind of therapeutic. I'll be honest with you. Talking to you guys helps. So it's a lonely business. Reselling is a lonely business. And if it's I have my wife, she does help. She does a lot what she can do, right? Because she works full time and she's not in the house all day long, where I work out of this house. And, so I'm here, so I can kind of spread things out as I need to. But, it is like having 2 full-time jobs. So, but it's nice to have someone to talk to. So anyway, leave a comment if you want. Talk a little bit about what's sold. I like to hear what's selling for you guys, what's going really good right now. Got back to school coming back right now. So backpacks, anything that has to do with schools, definitely make sure you get those listed. And, think about it, guys. We're coming up, we're almost through the third quarter, right? So no, not quite. We got 2 more months left in the third quarter, but got to start thinking about that fourth quarter. So that's one of the things that we're going to be gearing up for is the sourcing is going to pick up. It's got to stop being so hot. There's just been no sales. Nobody wants to do a garage sale when it's like 98 degrees outside with 100% humidity. So I'm hoping that kind of starts to clear up. The rain this week has kind of cooled stuff off. I've noticed my air conditioner hasn't come on once today. So that's kind of nice. It's a treat. But, as we start to kind of get closer to the fall weather, which in Florida just means the end of summer because it's just less summer. But I think it's going to pick up a little bit and we'll get a lot of good sourcing in. We also got Flee Across Florida coming up. I believe that's the first or second week of September. So I'm definitely going to that this year, and I'm hoping that there's a bunch of folks coming over for that and that we can all go as a group, which would be a lot of fun. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. Not a whole lot, guys. Like I said, just wanted to get on here and kind of chat. I'm going to probably do that as much as I can. I ship every day. So if I have a good day of orders, I'll probably get on here and show you guys what's sold, and we'll kind of go through it. And I'm going to still try to do something once a week of substance and try to give you guys something that would help you, that helps me. Again, not the know-it-all. I don't know everything, but I've made enough mistakes that I know some things not to do. And if you're a new reseller and I can help you, that's really the goal. And that makes a big difference. I've had a few people come in and say to me, thank you, your channel's helping me. And that makes me feel good. That's what makes it all worthwhile. If it's just helping one person, it's all worthwhile. So I hope your week is great. I hope the sales are great. I hope you're doing well. And this is a Tuesday. I think we should probably think that, hey, if let's see if the rest of the week goes, and hopefully it'll just keep on selling. So we get 3-4 sales a day. I'm gonna be tickled. Again, 7 p.m. Central tonight, Tuesday, comics on Dibdit, Dibdit.com. Use Breeze Flips, get $5 off your first $10 purchase. Also doing the same thing on Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. And if you're interested in Blu-ray media, all different genres, Friday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time, I'm going to be on Dibdit selling a ton of Blu-rays. I picked up, probably about 120 Blu-rays, and we're going to be selling them in bundles. And you got some opportunity to make some great deals if you're a reseller or if you just like movies. So anyway, I'm David, Breeze Flippers. We'll see you.
Find it, flip it, ship it.